Dr. Amara Khan stared at the holographic image flickering in the sterile conference room. It wasn't a warship, nor a spindly gray alien. It was a shimmering, ethereal sphere, pulsing with an inner light. The Xylan ambassador, a being of pure energy housed in a containment suit, spoke in a voice that resonated in Amara's skull. We require a specific isotope, Zeton-7, to stabilize our homeworld's core. Without it, Xylos faces catastrophic implosion. The human ambassadors, a stoic Russian general and a wiry French diplomat, exchanged nervous glances. Zeton-7 was the fuel for Earth's nascent fusion reactors, humanity's ticket to clean energy independence. Sharing it meant crippling their own progress. Amara, the UN's lead xenobiologist, felt a familiar knot in her stomach. The Xylan appear peaceful, she ventured, but how can we trust them? General Petrov bristled. They could be harvesting us for all we know. Peace through strength, General, chimed in the Frenchwoman, Madame Dubois. We offer a token amount. It won't cripple us, but shows goodwill. Amara disagreed. A token wouldn't save Xylos. It would just buy them time, and Earth's limited Zeton-7 reserves dwindled with each passing day. We need a guarantee. Knowledge in exchange for the resource. The Xylan ambassador pulsed faster. Knowledge is a currency not readily exchanged. The following weeks were a tense tango. Amara, haunted by the image of a fracturing Xylos, convinced the council to offer a limited supply of Zeton-7 in exchange for limited knowledge of Xylan hyperspace travel. It was a gamble, a Faustian bargain. The first shipment left Earth on a modified freighter. Amara watched the launch, the weight of responsibility heavy on her shoulders. Was it enough to save Xylos? Was it enough to propel humanity to the stars? Months later, the answer arrived. A battered freighter limped back into orbit, carrying a single Xylan ambassador. This one, however, radiated a chilling darkness. The hyperspace knowledge, it boomed, its voice devoid of its former resonance, is a weapon. We require more Zeton-7 to weaponize it fully. Amara felt a cold dread. They had been manipulated, their compassion twisted into a tool of potential destruction. The council erupted in chaos. General Petrov slammed his fist on the table. We refuse. Madame Dubois, however, was pale. What if they attack? Without hyperspace travel, we're sitting ducks. Amara found herself the voice of reason in the storm. We can't give in to blackmail. We develop counter-hyperspace tech. We fortify our defenses. We don't become the monsters we fear. The council, after a long, agonizing debate, agreed. It was a desperate gamble, buying time with limited resources. The world watched with bated breath as Earth entered a new era, one where clean energy dreams were put on hold, replaced by the nightmare of a potential alien war. Years passed, filled with frantic research and tense standoffs. Then, one day, a signal pierced the Earth's atmosphere. It wasn't Xylan, but a different, unknown alien species. They offered a solution, a way to stabilize Xylos' core without Zeton-7. Relief washed over Amara like a tidal wave. It wasn't a perfect solution, but it offered a chance at peace. They contacted Xylos, the Xylan ambassador's voice filled with confusion and a flicker of gratitude. The Xylan threat, it turned out, was a splinter faction, their actions a desperate bid for power. The true Xylan government, weakened by internal conflict, simply wanted to survive. In the end, humanity didn't reach for the stars on the backs of borrowed technology. They reached for them by holding onto their own moral compass, navigating a treacherous sea of political intrigue and moral dilemmas. The path wouldn't be easy, but Amara, staring out the window at the star-dusted night sky, knew it would be theirs. The revelation about the Xylan Civil War changed everything. Earth, no longer facing immediate war, focused on developing its own sustainable hyperspace travel. Amara, hailed as a hero for her stance, became the face of the new Earth Space Agency, ESA. Years later, the first human hyperspace ship, the aptly named Exodus, stood poised for launch. Amara, now the captain, addressed a diverse crew, scientists, engineers, diplomats, all chosen for their unique skills and open minds. Their mission: establish first contact with the true Xylan government and forge a lasting alliance. The journey was a blur of swirling colors and distorted space-time. When they emerged, Xylos wasn't the idyllic planet they expected. Scarred landscapes bore the brunt of the civil war, and the Xylan capital hummed with a somber energy. Negotiations were tense. The Xylan Council, a collective of shimmering energy beings, expressed both gratitude and a guarded suspicion. The rogue faction, they revealed, had been manipulating Earth for decades, feeding them false information to secure Zeton 7 for their own nefarious purposes. But amidst the political maneuvering, a spark of connection flickered. Dr. Xylo, a young Xylan scientist, approached Amara, his energy signature filled with a quiet curiosity. He became their guide, revealing the beauty of a wounded world and the Xylans' deep connection to their environment. As weeks turned into months, the crew found themselves drawn into the Xylans' fight for a sustainable future. They shared their own experiences, the environmental scars of their pre-fusion past, the lessons learned. A collaborative project emerged, a terraforming initiative to heal Xylo's ravaged lands, powered by a fusion technology adapted for the Xylans' energy needs. However, the rogue Xylan faction wasn't done. They launched a surprise attack, their hyperspace weaponry a twisted version of the knowledge they stole. The Exodus, caught off guard, became humanity's first line of defense. A desperate battle ensued, a dance of energy blasts and defensive maneuvers. Just when all hope seemed lost, a wave of pure energy erupted from Xylos. The Xylan Council, in a desperate gamble, sacrificed their own energy reserves to create a powerful shield that pushed back the rogue fleet. The battle was over, but the victory bittersweet. The Xylan Council was heavily depleted, unable to fully recover. But a new Xylan government, led by Dr. Xylo, emerged. Together, humans and Xylan embarked on a long journey of rebuilding, not just their worlds but their understanding of each other. The stars, once a symbol of fear, now held the promise of a future built on collaboration, a testament to the enduring human spirit that dared to reach for the unknown, not on the backs of borrowed technology, but on the strength of their own moral compass. Decades passed. Earth and Xylos became beacons of cooperation in a vast and often hostile galaxy. The Exodus, now a venerable vessel, served as a joint exploration ship, captained by Amara's daughter, Maya. One crisp morning, a distress signal pierced the usual hum of interstellar communication. It originated from an uncharted sector, a region rumored to be haunted by a race known as the Wraiths, technologically advanced, ruthless, and shrouded in mystery. The signal originated from a research vessel, the Xylos IV, captained by Dr. Xylo himself. The message was brief and panicked. "They're here. The Wraiths. Help." The Council, a mix of seasoned humans and young Xylans, faced a difficult decision. Entering Wraiths territory was akin to signing a death warrant. Yet, abandoning Xylo, a symbol of their enduring partnership, was unthinkable. Amara, now the grizzled but respected advisor to the Council, spoke with a quiet intensity. "We can't ignore this. We go in together, a united front. We show them the strength of our cooperation." The mission was fraught with danger. The Wraiths, as rumored, were formidable. Their ships, sleek and obsidian-hued, moved with an unnatural silence. A tense standoff ensued, punctuated by bursts of unintelligible transmissions from the Wraith vessel. Negotiations, as Amara had suspected, were futile. Suddenly, the Wraiths launched a full-scale attack. Maya, at the helm of the Exodus, displayed a tactical brilliance that mirrored her mother's. Combined Xylan and human technology, a testament to decades of collaboration, repelled the initial onslaught. However, the Wraiths were relentless. They deployed a weapon that bypassed shields, a chilling energy that drained life force itself. The Xylos IV, its shields failing, began to falter. Dr. Xylo's voice, weak but resolute, crackled through the comms. "Escape. Take the knowledge we've gathered. It holds the key to defeating them." A fierce debate erupted on the bridge of the Exodus. Leaving Xylo behind was a gut-wrenching choice. But Maya, tears welling in her eyes, knew what she had to do. "With all due respect, Captain Khan," said a young Xylan officer, "we fight together, or we die together." Inspired by the officer's words, Maya made a daring decision. The Exodus, in a desperate maneuver, rammed the Wraith flagship, sacrificing its own engines but creating a temporary opening in their defenses. The Xylo's IV, with a burst of renewed energy, unleashed a prototype weapon based on their research, a dazzling wave of pure, healing energy that not only repelled the Wraiths but seemingly drained their own dark power. The Wraiths, disoriented and weakened, retreated into the vastness of space. The victory, however, came at a heavy cost. The Exodus was crippled, Dr. Xylo mortally wounded. In his final moments, he looked at Maya, a faint smile gracing his energy form. "We showed them," he rasped, "the power of unity. Not just of technology, but of compassion." The loss of Dr. Xylo and the Exodus marked a turning point in the galactic landscape. Humans and Xylans became known as the Unity Fleet, a symbol of hope and resistance against the darkness that lurked in the cosmos. Maya, forever changed by her experiences, charted a new course, determined to honor the sacrifices made and continue the journey of exploration, not just of the physical universe, but of the boundless potential for cooperation and understanding that existed among the stars. Decades bled into centuries. The Unity Fleet, forged in the crucible of shared hardship, became a galactic powerhouse. Maya Khan, now a seasoned commander with streaks of silver in her once fiery hair, stood on the bridge of the newly christened Exodus II, a marvel of combined human and Xylan engineering. A holographic image flickered before her, the face of a young Xylan woman, Amara Xylo, Dr. Xylo's daughter, named after the human who had become a legend in their history. "Captain," Amara Xylo reported, her voice carrying the same quiet strength her father possessed, "we've detected another distress signal. This time, it's coming from the fringes of Wraith territory." Maya's brow furrowed. Venturing into Wraith space was always a gamble, but ignoring a distress call went against everything the Unity Fleet stood for. "What's the source?" "Unknown," Amara replied, "but the signal is faint, almost a whisper." It could be a trap. A tense silence descended upon the bridge. The crew, a tapestry of human and Xylan faces, held their breath. Maya, her gaze fixed on the swirling nebula that marked the edge of Wraith space, felt the weight of responsibility her mother had once carried. "Plot a course," she finally said, her voice firm. "We go in. But this time, we go prepared." The journey was fraught with tension. The Wraiths, ever vigilant, seemed to be expecting them. Eerie silence filled the void between star systems, broken only by the hum of the ship's engines. Then, a flicker on the long-range scanners. A derelict vessel, its hull riddled with scars, drifted aimlessly. "Looks like a scout ship," a young human officer, Lieutenant Ramirez, reported, his voice barely above a whisper. As the Exodus II approached cautiously, a figure materialized on the derelict ship's bridge. It wasn't a wraith, but a being unlike anything they had ever encountered. Tall and slender, with skin like polished obsidian and eyes that glowed with an unsettling inner light. "We come in peace," Maya announced through the universal translator, her heart pounding in her chest. The figure tilted its head, its eyes scanning them with an intensity that sent shivers down Maya's spine. Then, in a voice that resonated like wind chimes, it spoke. "Peace? That is a concept unknown to us." A wave of unease washed over the bridge. This wasn't a plea for help, but a first contact of a different kind. One that could rewrite the very fabric of galactic politics. Maya, her mind racing, knew this was a moment that would be etched in history. The Unity Fleet, born from a fight against darkness, now stood at the precipice of something entirely new. Then, Maya said, her voice unwavering, "Let us teach you." The encounter with the enigmatic being, later identified as an Aethel, marked a new chapter for the Unity Fleet. The Aethel, despite their initial standoffishness, possessed an advanced knowledge of galactic history, revealing a past riddled with conflicts far beyond the Wraith threat. They spoke of ancient civilizations, lost technologies, and a looming threat known only as the Harbinger. The information overload was staggering. The Wraiths, it turned out, were merely pawns in a larger cosmic game. Understanding the Harbinger became the new priority. Decades of deciphering Aethel data and scouring forgotten corners of the galaxy yielded fragments of a chilling truth. The Harbinger wasn't a singular entity, but a force, a malevolent intelligence that fed on discord and destruction. This revelation fundamentally changed the mission of the Unity Fleet. Defeating the Wraiths was no longer enough. They needed to prevent the Harbinger from manipulating galactic powers into further conflict. The Aethel, though wary of forming alliances, saw the potential in the Unity Fleet's collaborative spirit. A fragile pact was formed, a knowledge exchange program aimed at bolstering defenses against the Harbinger's influence. Leading this initiative fell to Maya's successor, Captain Kiran Sharma, a brilliant young officer with a talent for diplomacy. He spearheaded joint training exercises, integrating Aethel technology with human and Xylan advancements. These combined forces became known as the Guardians, a galactic peacekeeping unit tasked with identifying and neutralizing potential flashpoints of conflict. The Guardians' first major test came on the war-torn planet of Aethel Prime. Two rival factions, the Zythian and the Xylarians, had been locked in a brutal conflict for centuries, fueled by the Harbinger's manipulative whispers. The Guardians arrived to a scene of devastation, entire cities reduced to rubble. Kiran, along with a team of Xylan negotiators and Aethel observers, embarked on a delicate mission. He navigated through a minefield of mistrust, employing a combination of logic, empathy, and demonstrations of the Guardians' superior firepower to convince both sides to lay down arms. The process was slow and arduous, but eventually, a fragile ceasefire was established. Aethel Prime became a turning point. The Guardians, through their unwavering commitment to diplomacy and combined strength, proved to be a deterrent to the Harbinger's influence. Word of their success spread across the galaxy, inspiring other warring factions to seek peaceful resolutions. The fight against the Harbinger, however, was far from over. The unseen entity continued to lurk in the shadows, exploiting weaknesses and manipulating vulnerable civilizations. The Guardians, forever vigilant, became a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of unity and the enduring human spirit that dared to reach beyond the stars, not just to explore the universe, but to forge a future built on collaboration and peace. Centuries flowed like starlight. The Guardians, a testament to enduring cooperation, became a cornerstone of galactic peace. Captain Anya Petrova, a descendant of the stoic General Petrov, stood on the bridge of the ever-evolving Exodus, now a flagship boasting advancements from countless species. A holographic message flickered, an urgent plea from a distant, uncharted sector. "Captain," reported Lieutenant Xylo, his voice echoing the legacy of his namesake, "we've received a distress signal unlike any encountered before. It's faint, but carries a chilling signature, a Harbinger splinter cell." Anya's blood ran cold. Splinter cells were rare, but their tactics, subtle manipulation, sowing discord, were insidious. "Prepare for stealth deployment. We need to be surgical in our approach." The mission was a ghost dance. The planet, shrouded in perpetual twilight, teemed with a once unified civilization now fractured by suspicion. Anya, leading a covert team of human, Xylan, and Aethel specialists, navigated a labyrinth of distrust. Whispers painted the Guardians as outsiders, tools of a galactic power. They found the source, a charismatic leader, radiating an unsettling charisma. His words fueled paranoia, twisting past grievances into weapons. Anya knew brute force wouldn't work. They needed a counter-narrative, a spark to reignite the dormant sense of unity. The team devised a daring plan. Using Aethel technology, they anonymously broadcasted forgotten historical records, tales of past collaboration, shared triumphs against a common enemy. Simultaneously, human and Xylan specialists, disguised as locals, subtly nudged communities towards cooperation. The tide began to turn, slowly at first. A shared meal, a barter exchange, a whispered story of a bygone era, these small acts chipped away at the Harbinger's influence. The charismatic leader's power waned as the truth, like sunlight-piercing shadows, began to seep through. The climax arrived during a tense standoff between opposing factions. Anya, disguised as a local, stepped forward. "We are not your enemy," she declared, her voice resonating with a calm power. "We offer a path forward, together." Her words, echoing with the stories subtly planted, resonated. A flicker of doubt crossed the leader's face. In that moment, a young girl, tears streaming down her face, stepped forward, offering a single flower, a symbol of peace. One by one, weapons were lowered. The leader, his control slipping, retreated into the shadows. The Guardians, their mission a success, faded back into the unknown. News of the victory spread far and wide. The Harbinger, once a looming threat, became a cautionary tale. The Guardians, their ranks now boasting representatives from countless species, became a beacon. They were a living testament to the enduring power of unity, a testament that even in the vast, star-strewn cosmos, the greatest weapon remained the unwavering human spirit, a spirit that dared to reach beyond the stars, not just to explore, but to forge a future built on collaboration, understanding, and the unwavering pursuit of peace. Millennia bled into the cosmic canvas. The Guardians, now a sprawling intergalactic federation, had become the wardens of peace. Captain Kalani, a descendant of the Polynesian explorers of old, steered the colossal flagship, the Transcendence, towards a galactic anomaly. It was a region whispered about in hushed tones, the echoing void, a place where communication ceased, and even the most advanced technology faltered. The mission was a pilgrimage, a quest for knowledge shrouded in mystery. Legends spoke of an ancient civilization, the Aethel's progenitors, who vanished within the echoing void. The Guardians suspected the Harbinger's influence, a dormant threat waiting to be awakened. As the Transcendence breached the anomaly's border, an unsettling silence descended. No familiar hum of starships, no comforting chatter on communication channels. The crew, a tapestry of countless species, felt a prickle of unease. Suddenly, the ship lurched violently. Alarms blared. Holographic displays flickered with indecipherable symbols. "Captain," a panicked voice crackled over the comms, "we're losing control. The anomaly's messing with our systems." Kalani, her heart pounding a steady rhythm, issued commands with practiced composure. She knew brute force wouldn't work. They needed to understand the anomaly, not fight it. Thinking back to forgotten scrolls in the Guardian's vast archives, Kalani remembered a passage. The Aethel spoke of a harmonic resonance, a specific frequency that could navigate the anomaly's chaotic energy. It was a long shot, but their only hope. Days bled into weeks as the crew, guided by ancient Aethel knowledge, painstakingly calibrated the Transcendence's energy signature. The anomaly responded with a symphony of distortions, a cacophony of whispers and forgotten voices. Then, a breakthrough. A faint hum resonated through the ship, a harmonic counterpoint to the anomaly's chaos. The Transcendence shuddered, but stabilized. The silence was broken by gasps of awe. On the main view screen, a breathtaking vista unfolded, a swirling nebula of unimaginable beauty, pulsating with an ethereal light. At its heart, a colossal structure, a Dyson sphere of unimaginable scale, orbited a dying star. It was a city, a testament to a civilization that defied comprehension. As they ventured closer, automated drones deployed from the Transcendence scanned the sphere, revealing a chilling truth. The city wasn't abandoned. It was a tomb. The Aethel's progenitors weren't victims of the Harbinger, but of their own creation. They had built a weapon of unimaginable power, a weapon fueled by discord, a weapon that mirrored the Harbinger's essence. In a desperate bid to contain it, they sealed themselves within the sphere, sacrificing themselves to prevent galactic annihilation. The revelation sent a shiver down Kalani's spine. The Harbinger wasn't just an entity. It was a seductive whisper, an idea that could fester in any civilization. The Guardians, forever changed by their pilgrimage, carried a new purpose. They weren't just peacekeepers. They were the guardians of a cautionary tale, a testament to the destructive potential that lurked within even the most advanced civilizations. As the Transcendence emerged from the echoing void, a renewed sense of purpose resonated within its metallic hull. The stars, once a symbol of exploration, now held a deeper meaning, a reminder of the delicate balance between ambition and harmony, a balance the Guardians would strive to maintain, forever vigilant against the echoes of darkness that lingered in the vast expanse of space. Millennia later, the Guardians had evolved into a collective consciousness, a network of minds woven together by advanced technology. Captain Kalani, no longer a singular entity but a coalescence of past Guardians, steered the Transcendence, now a living ship imbued with the wisdom of countless generations. Their mission had shifted. The Harbinger, a concept rather than a tangible enemy, remained a constant threat. They focused on nurturing fledgling civilizations, fostering empathy and understanding before discord could take root. They became galactic gardeners, planting seeds of cooperation across 1,000,000 star systems. One day, a faint distress signal pierced the network. It originated from a distant, uncharted sector, a place shrouded in perpetual darkness. The signal was unlike anything encountered before. A single, desperate plea, a child's voice singing a lullaby from a forgotten era, a song from Earth. The Guardians, a symphony of countless voices, resonated with a single, unified purpose. This wasn't just another mission, it was a homecoming. They steered the Transcendence towards the darkness, a beacon of light in the endless night. As they approached, a colossal, obsidian sphere materialized, its surface etched with symbols eerily similar to those found within the echoing void. The child's song grew stronger, a melancholic melody yearning for connection. The Guardians understood. This wasn't a weapon, but a prison. A civilization, consumed by the Harbinger's whispers, had sealed themselves within, fearing the darkness they themselves had created. With a collective sigh, the Guardians reached out. They didn't use force, but a symphony of emotions, empathy, understanding, and the unwavering belief in the potential for good. The sphere pulsed, its surface shimmering. Then, with a deafening crack, it shattered. Light flooded the darkness, revealing a breathtaking sight. A vibrant world, teeming with life, orbited a newborn star. The child's song reached a crescendo, a joyous anthem of liberation. The Guardians lingered, a silent vigil. They knew their work was never truly done. But as they watched the civilization rebuild, hope bloomed within their collective consciousness. Perhaps, one day, the whispers of the Harbinger would fade entirely, replaced by the universal language of cooperation and understanding. The Transcendence, a vessel carrying the legacy of countless heroes, turned away from the newly born star, its course set for the endless expanse. The universe, vast and ever-changing, awaited their touch, a testament to the enduring human spirit, a spirit that dared not just to reach for the stars, but to weave a tapestry of peace across the luminous canvas of forever.